Weather cooling down while Marshall sports and activities are just starting to heat up. Today we'll look at results from an AllStar soccer game, girls hockey, along with a winter season preview, and a Topper Award recognition. Stay tuned for what's next on Hilltopper Headlines. Hello Marshall fans, winter seasons are underway for the Hilltoppers, and whether it be games, practices, or still even tryouts, we have plenty of action to cover. To start, let us first recap the St. Luke's Orthopedics and Medicine High School All-Star soccer game. The highly talented match was held last Wednesday at Public School Stadium, featuring the top senior soccer players from around the Northland. 3 Marshall student athletes competed for Team Duluth. Seniors Corey Burns, Yanis Namek Najib, and Troy Schold all made the All-Star roster and helped guide Team Duluth to a 5-1 victory. This was the 19th annual year for the All-Star game, so a very big recognition for those 3. Well, Marshall's girls hockey team kicked off their regular season this past weekend in a game versus Evelyn. But before we cover the score, let's first preview what we will see on the ice from the Toppers this year. 1 year after the program's first year on its own, Marshall's girls hockey team looks to continue last year's success, guided by head coach Sean Story. In 2015, Story's team finished with 14 wins, 8 losses, and 3 ties, including the program's first ever playoff win in the section quarterfinals. Losing just 2 seniors from last year's roster, the girls will be returning plenty of experience, even though the oldest members of the team are just the 7 sophomores. Last year's top 3 scorers for the Hilltoppers will be back this year, looking to lead that powerhouse offensive team. Sophomores Olivia Betcher and Emily Lemker, along with freshman Victoria Thorson, combined for 106 points last year for the Toppers. The team will also bring back plenty of experience in net this year, as goalie Carissa Mudrack returns in her freshman year. Mudrack logged 1,200 minutes last year, posting a 13-8 record and a 2.54 goals against average. Her play will be crucial this year for Marshall. Looking at the schedule, the girls will host St. Francis this Saturday in the home opener. Other highlighted games will be matchups versus Warroad and Proctor Hermantown, both who played in the 2015 state tournament. Now to the results from Friday's game versus the Golden Bears from Evelyn. Marshall's aggressive offense and stingy defense took care of the Bears easily in a 4-0 victory. It was a 13-save shutout win for goalie Carissa Mudrack, while Olivia Betcher and Victoria Thorson picked up where they left off last year, each recording 2 points in the Topper win. Our feature story for this week's episode recognizes Topper student-athlete Royce Pichetti and his acceptance of the Topper Teammate Award. Royce is the very first winner of the award, which recognizes the Topper student in any sport or activity who exemplifies respect, integrity, compassion, dedication, and self-discipline. Award recipients are nominated by their teammates throughout the year. This fall, Royce earned first-team all-conference honors in soccer and will look to carry his success and leadership onto the ice for this hockey season. I had time to sit down and talk with Royce about the award. So congrats on winning the award. Obviously a pretty big deal here at Marshall. What does it mean to be the first recipient of the Leadership Award?
It's a very special feeling. I mean, the first one, so you don't really know what you're really getting into, but it's a great honor, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
All leaders kind of have their way of leading. Some are more verbal, some are kind of lead by example. What would you say your best qualities as a leader are?
I lead more by example. I'm a little quieter, but when it gets into the game, I kind of get into my flow, and then just kind of let it all happen, and then pick everybody up, keep everybody going no matter what happens, and then just go from there.
So your teammates mentioned you as, quote for quote, a guy that is able to stay positive during tough times. In what ways do you kind of meet that expectation, and how do you think that mentality carries over, and where did you learn it from?
I learned it from I've had a lot of coaches over the years, so I've played every sport, so they all have their little bits that kind of play into me, and then I just kind of blend it all together and get my own spin off of it, and I think it works on the field. I pick everybody up, keep everybody going, and obviously give my best everywhere.
Yep.
But yeah, it's really nice,
so
and I credit them.
leading by example, but if
Right.
something needs to be said, you're
Exactly.
not afraid to say it.
Yes.
How do you, in school and just everyday life for that matter, how do you incorporate your leadership skills into that aspect of life?
Be confident.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. Be confident and believe in yourself. Just keep going. And whether it's in class, getting homework done, assignments, studying, and then outside of class, your athletics and just being around, being confident.
All right, well, thank you very much. Congrats on the award, and good luck during hockey. A well-deserving award for Royce, and certainly a great role model and expectation setter for the Topper Teammate Award. That will conclude this edition of Hilltopper Headlines. Reminder, this Saturday, the girls' hockey team will host St. Francis in their home opener at Mars Lakeview Arena. Be sure to get out there and support your Toppers. As we wrap up, we will leave you with a slideshow of pictures from this past weekend's production of Peter Pan. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Andrew Colvard, hoping you all have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Toppers.